Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Thank you for being here. Bartman, Crafty Lady, Effie, we got Maruta, we got BeRandomWithMe, Sarah, and Emoh and Tarot Reader. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what is going on with the interim manager, the one that's in there. They're kind of, replacing somebody for a little bit. I guess we'll see. Kevin, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. How you doing tonight? All right, let's go ahead and use the Poe. Just my opinion. I think the Poe is going to be the best one for this. I just think the Poe is on target. The Poe is where we want to be tonight for this particular thing. So, interim manager wants to talk to me about my position. What does he want to say? Let's see. 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the clubs. It's almost like that they want to figure out what you're doing. They want to figure out what you're doing. Like they're not really familiar with how things are going. They're not familiar with what you're doing. There's also a movement opportunity, or they might be willing to move you someplace else. So I do think you have an interesting aspect coming through here. Sarah, again, thank you for your other donations. I appreciate you hanging out over there. Solid as a rock. What's going on? Hubert, welcome. All right. You just have this 5 of Cups, like they don't really know what they're doing. They don't know how to manage things. They don't know what sort of assign you. They don't know how things are going. It just feels like there's a lot of confusion around this whole situation and how things are going and whatnot. You do have an opportunity to move, at least the Chariot says so. Like maybe we're moving this. We have these movements going on. Do you want to go over here? How do you want to process this? It's almost like they're trying to not really reassign, but they're trying to reformulate everybody's position to make more sense to what they would like to sort of see it. I really don't think that that's going to be very productive. In fact, the whole thing is a complete waste of time, in my opinion. But yeah, you do have this 4 of Pentacles, right? Is just something where they need to figure out what to do. They're poor at it. And I do think this person has a level of incompetence that's going to sort of not really work your nerves, but it's sort of going to kind of confuse you. It's like, what am I supposed to be doing here? How are things supposed to be going? Because I just don't think that there's a level set of this person should be doing this, that person should be doing that. So we got to reformulate everything, mix it all up a little bit. Tarot Magician, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. But yeah, you have that 8 of Wands. Oh, man. Who the hell else is leaving? Like intuitively, it's like somebody else is leaving. It's like somebody else is leaving. Do you want that position or not? Like, we're going way out on a limb here, but I'm just saying, this is interesting. You have this Chariot, you have this 8 of Wands, a lot of movement, a lot of looking. It's almost like, do you want to do this over here? I mean, that's just sort of coming through in this reading, right? 4 of Pentacles, it could be something we may have be advantageous for you, but we need to figure out if you want to do it. It's almost like we got a plan. Do you like it? So there's a summary of the reading. I have this great plan. How do you like it? So I don't know if you really want to deal with that or not. It could be a little bit strange. I don't know. Emoh Strange is next. Speaking of strange, people are strange. Emoh Strange is not strange though. The Sagittarius may be. Let's see what's going on with that Sagittarius by using the Victorian Romantic Tarot out there. That'll be interesting to see where that is going to take us. A little bit of romance, a little bit of Victorian. Karima, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, what's going on with the Sag in my life? By the way, this paint all over me was because I'm creating a table for my Lego Lord of the Rings Black Gate. So there's a Black Gate in Lord of the Rings, and it's huge. It's like 5 feet wide. It's like 2 feet, deep. So I'm trying to find something that'll fit it. So I can't find anything on Amazon. So I ended up buying some wood from Home Depot and kind of jamming it together. And I'm like the worst carpenter ever. If I ever get near a saw, I'm losing a limb, guaranteed. But, Anyway, so I created my own table. I drilled it and I put the screws in. And God help me, we're gonna see if this is gonna work. Anyway. What's going on with the Sag in my life? 9 of Swords. Are they thinking of leaving or what's happening? We have this big separation coming through here. Like, we're not really on the same page. There's a separation anxiety. We have this 9 of Swords. I'm going out on a limb with the 9 of Swords. I'm in this weird place. It's almost like I'm distant. I'm separated. You have a 2 of Swords, distant worlds, separate worlds. It's almost like even without the blindfold, I'm not able to see into your world. I'm not able to see what's happening over there. The Temperance says we've been trying to sort of get in that meantime. We've been trying to get things back on track, but it just hasn't functioned. It just hasn't been exactly where you kind of want to be at the end of the day. Page of Swords says they just have some hesitation, either them or you, about discussing it, but basically we have this separation, like we're not on the same page, we're not on the same incentives. It feels like we're not in the same vein almost. It's kind of where we need to be here. And there's a level of frustration from that you just kind of have to, sort of get out of that, at least in the meantime. Anyway, that's what's going on with the Sag in the life. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Karima and a Black Swan, thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate that. What's Daniel Craig thinking and feeling about me today? Let's use my deck. It's called the Waterfall Tarot, and it has falling water or something. That's why it has falling water. Or something like that. UVT, I think, is actually asleep, unless she's in stealth mode today. I don't know. Stephanie, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Govinda, welcome. Appreciate how you doing? How are you doing? All right. What's Daniel Craig thinking of me today? Man, some pentacles. Like we're on the same track. They feel like you're on the same track. You're on the same goal. We have the same track. We're 2 trains on that track. We seem to be right in the mix with each other. And it feels like that feeling and that thinking is sort of coinciding with that. The 9 of Pentacles, we need to build something. We need to develop something together. We need to get things moving together, and being on the same track is interesting indeed. You do have a 4 of Pentacles over here. Like, what is the end goal of this? That's another thing they're kind of concerned about. I'd like to have an end goal. I'd like to understand where this is going, where this is going to take us, how things are going to be moving and processing and whatnot within here. The 2 of Wands just says, I kind of like things how they are right now, but it sure would be interesting to see if this is going to expand, if things are going to be a little bit different going through there. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Daylight savings a change. Well, there you go. You did not realize you're doing, okay, 12:17 p.m. Well, there you go. All right. How open and honest can I talk to him? Oh my. No manager is open and honest, to be honest with you. I mean, no manager is going to be an open, honest conversation. I'm just saying, I guess we'll get the driudcraft for this one and see if we can do that. See if we can make that happen over there. How honest open can I be for them? Oh, yeah, I mean, I think... Again, they have this master plan set out, and it's almost like they haven't told you. So this is something to where once they reveal this, once you see things are not in the same vein, once you see things are not going your way, you definitely need to speak up. Obviously staying professional and whatnot, but you do need to speak up and definitely make your wants and needs known. This is going to be one of those opportunities to where once they open that door, you definitely want to walk through it. You don't want to just sit there and go, oh, interesting, an open door. What should I do? I don't think that's going to work for you. I think you should really... So here's an example, right? So one time, they basically, they got us all in this room, and they told us that we were going to be reassigned to do some stupid stuff that I didn't want to do, right? So I'm a software developer, and I write math engines, and they wanted us to be a support person to where we get an email, and we talk to somebody, and we do support activities. And they said... raise your hand, stand up if this is not for you. I wrote, no, like everybody's like petrified. They're going to get, canned or whatever. I didn't care. I was like, dude, I've spent 28 years writing software. I want to continue writing software. That's what I'm good at. I have no idea how I'm going to be answering the phone. I'm going to be completely inadequate at this, So I was just like, no, this is not something I want to do. And so they reassigned me, and I got a better position. And the funny part is, all the people that sat there and stayed quiet, they ended up canning all of them because they closed out that new position that they had. Anyway, but yeah, Maria, Amanda, and Tarot Reader, thank you for your questions. I appreciate you. But yeah, overall, make your wants and needs known once the door is open. Obviously, don't walk in and start demanding things, but once they open that door, walk through it, man. Be vocal, be honest, be like that. Be like that. Anyway, we got another Sarah question over here. A little bit of a mixture over here. Let's do Karima phase 2 first. We'll skip around today because that's what we do. And we are going to use the Tasty Tarot. Tio's like counting me out. I mean, seriously, like I've done software development forever. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. Why would you put me in doing something else? That makes no sense. So I'm like, no. I mean, you asked the question. I mean, if they didn't ask the question and they said, yo, you're doing this or we're canning you, right? We're getting rid of you. You do this or we're getting rid of you. No, they didn't say that. They said, yo, if you don't like this, raise your hand. And my hand went up right immediately, And good thing it did, because they shit canned everybody in that group. I mean, the group just dissolved because it was terrible. I mean, it's like, let's get a bunch of plumbers and try to make them do electrician stuff. That'd be a great idea. Let's get a big group of plumbers and let's have them do electrician work. Wouldn't that be fantastic? What could go wrong? What could go? Okay. Anyway, what is S feelings for me? And let's see about the overall thoughts for me. Karima, thank you for your other donation. So yeah, I mean, you're plumbers. You should know electrician stuff. You've been around wires. All right, let's see what's happening here. S's current feelings for me. Hershey, welcome. What's going on? 10 of Cups with the 10 of Wands, a lot of 10s. Like, there's a level of renewal as far as the feelings, right? A level of renewal. I need to get things started again. I need to get things moving again. It feels like the water is not flowing the way it should. The water needs to be flowing. The emotions need to be there. And we just kind of checked out of that at the moment, and that ain't working for them. So I think there's a level of renewal. Let's restart. Let's reboot the computer. Make it happen. Get that 10 of Cups out there. We're at that level to where we're emotionally resonant with stuff. We just need to reboot as far as it goes. 7 of Swords, man. What are their feelings? Is they're tired of sneaking around. I mean, they're just tired of sneaking around. The 7 of Swords over here. Just something that they're just not ready for. It's something that they just don't want to do, right? You have a little bit of that King of Wands over here as well. I need to do something different. I need to do something emotionally different. I need to pull my motion in a little bit of a different direction and, just sort of see where that goes. So there's some of the feelings as they come through there. V Loner, a little bit of a hermit card in chat. Welcome. Appreciate hanging out tonight. What are his overall thoughts of me? What do I look like? What do I smell like? What do I seem like? And their mind. Ooh, the 6 of Wands. That's one of those things. The thoughts of you is as a supportive person. You're right there. You're available. You're very supportive. You're very on target. This 2 of Cups. Love this connection. We're in the same cup. We're dolphins in the same cup. Normally, the 2 of Cups, you have 2 different cups with a dolphin in each. And mine, I wanted to make it the same cup because we're in that, right? We're in this together. The 7 of Pentacles are a little bit of a jolly rancher. They feel like you bring a lot of surprises. Like if you weren't around, the level of surprise would just be really boring. A lot of their life would just be really dull, and they love the surprise. They love the innovation that you kind of bring in here, as well as the 6 of Wands being a supportive person. You're in there, you're making it happen. And that Ace of Cups, you bring a fresh, new, interesting perspective to things, and they really like it, right? They really enjoy it as far as that goes. Sarah, well, hopefully you get your tasty tarot soon, Sarah. I know you're forever away, but hopefully, it gets there moderately soon. I don't know. All right, we got Be Random with Me. Let's get some randomness up in chat. All right, Be Random with Me. Wanna know? New job. All right. We have a new job. We have a new job, and we want some information about this position. Well, what kind of things do we got going on here, right? What kind of things are going to be better? What kind of things are going to be worse than the last job? And I got to say, you got that new job within like 3 minutes of getting laid off of the last one, and I like it. I think that says a lot just about your level of expertise, your work ethic, your level of getting up and going. You didn't delay at all. Man, you were like in another position about 5 minutes later. Anyway, you're at the end of the world. Yeah, you kind of are at the end of the world, but hopefully you get that because I included a boatload of crap in there. All right, let's see what's going on here. New job, new job. And that's nice with the sun. That is nice with the sun, right? Inside with the position. I think there's a level of warmth, excitement. I think people are going to be more supportive in this position. I think people are going to be on your side more. People are going to be excited to see you. It feels like you're really part of a bigger family. You're really part of a big family coming through here. And the Ten of Wands as well, right? You're going to get a little bit overloaded. I do think that they are going to just sort of dump a lot of things on you. Just be prepared for that. But I think overall you're able to triage it. You got to go to them and say, hey, this is too much. What do you want first? I can't do everything all at once. Five of Swords says there's a little bit of drama that you haven't bumped into quite yet. And I think that's good. I think that's good because you want to kind of know who are the drama makers, who are the people before you get roped into something. You want to kind of know who to watch out for, who to dodge, and kind of who to, be aware of. Overall, the Eight of Swords says stay in your lane. This is definitely one of those where you want to stay in a restricted area. You don't want to sort of branch out too much with that. Just sort of stay in your lane, do what you need to do, and just sort of let your proficiency, let your level of excitement sort of go through, and people start to know you, and then they're going to have other things for you. You're going to be able to branch out. You're going to be able to apply for some bigger, better things. And overall, it just looks like it's going to be a win, right? Just a win as far as it goes. Silent Victory is up here with a win. Thank you, SV, for your donation. I appreciate you. Kolzaya, did not forget about you. You're in the queue is what I'm talking about. All right, let's go over here with Sarah, phase 3 or something like that. Family holiday going. All right, we'll go with the driudcraft. Level of celebration. Hopefully we get some nice 3 of Cups. We get a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I mean, really looking for something that is going to be in that family celebration kind of thing. We'll see where that's going to take us. All right, let's take a look at the family holiday and see where that is going to be over here. Let's look over there. Oh, that's nice. That Empress over there. I think you have an unexpected family member. I think somebody's pregnant over there. I think somebody's pregnant and they're not telling you about it. Karima, thank you for your other donation. All right, but yeah, you have a little bit of this Empress, this pregnancy over here, sort of the seed being given. I do think that there's some family expansion happening over here. It may not be, I mean, it's almost like new news, some exciting news over there. I think that's going to be interesting to say the least. There are some big plans being made with a group of family members. Maybe they're going on vacation, going on a separate holiday. Maybe they got some things happening over there. But yeah, I do think that you have this planning involved, this looking, this examining. We're trying to figure out where this is going to take us kind of thing, right? And you're not really part of this, it feels like, or you may be. Maybe they include you later, but there's definitely some planning happening with it. So not unexpected. You do have a a pregnancy or a family expansion either coming or, already has happened over there. And there seems to be a lot of muted conversations, like everything is separated into cliques. This clique over here is doing this. These people over there are doing this. And it feels like you're kind of going to have to catch up with some of that and sort of figure out where everything is going to be taken. Yeah, right? I think that's going to be it. All right, Leo girl is next with a little bit of a general. Where is that going to take us tonight? We got Karima with a couple of more donations. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see, what do we want to do over here for Leo girl? I got a little bit of the Witch's Tarot, the Wizard's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Or is it the Witch's Tarot? I think it's the Witch's Tarot. Yeah, it's the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. The Witch's Tarot is somebody different. The Wizard's Tarot, maybe. I think this is the Witch's Tarot. The Wizard Tarot is a different one, but, there we go. All right, now let's see what's going on. I feel like something good is going to happen with that. Ten of Swords, a burden has been released. A burden has been lifted, and you don't have to really deal with that as well. That's nice. It's nice to relieve some burdens. It's nice to get that lifting, get that action, get it out of my face. You got a couple of tens over here. Something big is ending. Something is concluding, and it's going to be something better, right? Because you look at the 9. The 9 is kind of this culmination of the big excitement at the big end of everything happening through here. Everybody's excited. Everybody wants to get going with it, right? But the 10 of Swords, once you get into the 10s, we've ended, but we're ready to begin something new. We're ready to get something else going through here. So relieving burdens, lifting things off that don't really need to be there, that aren't doing you any good, and that new, longer ride towards a better tomorrow. So that is looking nice. I really like that one. Indeed, I like that one quite a bit. Karima, thank you for your other donation. We got Mina's a bookshelf. Welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. How you doing tonight? All right, let's get Karima. No, let's get Karima later. Let's do a little bit of Karima later, I think. We got Karima, phase 29. Black Swan will skip around today a little much, but how's he doing these days? A tarot in the Wonderland. We can do all sorts of Wonderlands. We can do all sorts of tarots. We can make that happen, as far as I'm saying. As far as I'm going, we got the Kolzaya. We got ML on the PayPal side. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. All right, let's see where this is going to take us. How is he doing these days? I don't know. I mean, call him and ask him. Call him and ask him how's he doing these days. Oh, he's found somebody that they like. They found somebody that they like a little bit. I think it's like a temporary kind of connections, temporary, maybe a situationship, maybe a temporary connections happening with this individual. 8 of Wands. They have a lot of movement, but this is right next to the Knight of Cups, like romance movement. Romance is sort of coming through. Romance is sort of blending in there. We have a little bit of back and forth here. And I think that's kind of confusing for them. It's almost like they were pushing for something different, pushing for somebody different, but they're just kind of figuring out where to take it or where to sort of let it rest and let it settle with that. 8 of Swords says a lot of the things that they've been wanting to do, they have not been able to do. And this is critical. A lot of things that they've been trying to do have been pulled back, have been restricted, and they're really kind of frustrated with a lot of things as well. I think this person is going through mental health issues right now as well with that. Knight of Pentacles says, hey, this is the way it goes. I think that's part. They have a robust life. This person is never really bored. This person's never really boring, at least in their own head. This is the way it goes. But yeah, I think that's it. V Loner, thank you for your donation, your first donation ever to the stream. I appreciate you. Making it happen tonight, V Loner pushing through adversity and getting the results in there. V Loner, I love your persistence for me. Thank you very much. You make me feel like the best reader ever.
T.O. is the best tarot reader ever.
All right, let's do a karima. The next phase. The next phase tonight is going to involve the modern love tarot. That's what I'm talking about over there. Karima, I need to get you organized over there. I need to organize your readings over there. All right, so that's an additional one. And all right, I think I got everything organized. All right, but let's do a karima. All right, and now is going to be right there. What is he wanting right now towards me? And does he find me cute at all? Well, I mean, he's humping you, so he's got to find you cute. I mean, he humped you more than once. That's always good news for the cuteness factor. I'm gonna say that. That always is a good indication, right? If they hump you once and you never hear from them again, that's kind of bad on the cuteness factor. But if they hump you twice, 3 times, 30, 40 times, that they think you're cute. All right, but we'll see what the modern love tarot says about that. That could be modern indeed. Crystals and paint. Welcome. Appreciate you going up there. And yeah, we'll see. Crystals and paint. I started painting again. Crystals and paint. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but yeah, I started to paint again. And here is my wait. Where the hell is my painting? So here's my latest. So I started this one again, and this is one that appeared. This is one. Well, it's too bright now. I gotta lower the bright. This is one that appeared in the new version of the Echoes of Nature. So I'm redoing it. Here's the old version. The new version's much more saturated. I got to say now, it's much more saturated. It's much more popping up. And I'm really going to try to make, especially the floral arrangements in there, trying to make that more saturated. So I just finished another Pinot Danny painting. And so I'm starting on the easy ones. I do need to start on the Christmas paintings too, but I don't know. That's just me. I got to do the Christmas paintings eventually. I love doing them. I want to give them out as gifts and stuff. It is a shame that it is so expensive to ship paintings anywhere, because I love to give away paintings on the stream, but it is hilariously expensive. For the boxes are like $10, right? And then it's an oversized item, so it's extra to ship. And it's really ridiculous. Shipping is just terrible. So it would cost me like $30 just to ship one anywhere. And that's on the low side. That's like a small one. But anyway, all right. What is he wanting right now towards me? The death card, change, right? Let's do some change. We've seen this. We've seen this before. They need a change. They need some alteration. We're burning out on this repetitiveness, and we need something different. We need something new. We need something that's going to be exciting, going to be happening, going to be, exhilarating. They really need this adrenaline injection in their life, and they want that to happen by your side. I really think that's it, right? That 8 of Cups, abandoning things that just emotionally have been not working between us. Can we drop some subjects? Can we abandon some things that haven't been emotionally good for us, and let's have a brighter tomorrow? Let's look at things and have this beautiful path laid out where it's exciting, it's exhilarating, we're making it happen, and get that happy home, happy family, right? Again, they're talking about with kids, they're talking about all this other stuff, and the Knight of Pentacles, let's make a better future for us, and that's kind of where I want it, and that's kind of where I want it to see, and I want it to go with that. ML, you are right here. You are right here after Maria. So ML, we got Stephanie, tarot reader, Amanda, we got MN and ML, you're right there. You're right there. So there's your location. There's your location. Stephanie's location is right now. Moving in the direction of the fun stuff. What's the real reason why G texted me today while I wasn't there? Very unnecessary work question. Very unnecessary work question. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Wonderworld Tarot will make it happen. Wonderworld Tarot will make it happen. And Karima, you were asking why they were asking about your kids. It's almost like they're trying to figure out how to organize the family. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how to organize the family. It's like me trying to figure out where to put my Legos. I made a custom Lego table today. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Amazon, and all of these end tables and tables that'll fit my Lego stuff, they're like $120. I'm like, that's insane. I'm not paying $120. So I went to Home Depot. I bought some wood. I had them cut it, and then I screwed it together, and it was $40. So that includes the paint, screws, wood, saw, everything, $40. And I was like, yes, that is perfect. That is exactly where I want to go. All right, let's see what's happening here. We missed the Karima. Does he find me cute at all? Karima, that's my bad. You're correct. Sorry about that. I'm ranting and raving about random stuff, and I missed your question. I apologize. That's my bad. All right, we'll get into it right after this. All right, what's the real reason they texted me? Unnecessary work question. High Priestess says they want to see your temperature on a connection. Like, what is your temperature for weird connection? What is your temperature for an unusual connection or something that could be a little bit further away from work, right? Because we have that 7 of Wands over here. We want to see how defensive you are to just sort of random conversation, opening the door to some kind of interesting things happening, and kind of see where this is going to go, right? So I need to balance work and kind of relationships, or work and kind of emotional connections and emotional kind of things as far as it goes, right? So I have a foot in the water, I have the foot out of the water. I need to get these two worlds in there and to kind of see if you're into it, right? To kind of see if you're into it with that. Overall, they want to see if you're defensive about it, or if you're kind of be like, hey, what's going on over there? How you doing? How you doing over there?
Music to make love to.
Overall, the 5 of Swords says, how do you reply to stuff like this? That extra, right? It's a little bit extra over the top. How you kind of reply to that? Your mode, your kind of how the mood that you come in with this is going to kind of dictate if they feel comfortable going forward anymore. Oh, obviously, just my opinion, but they just kind of feel in the water and kind of see and be like, what's going on over there, Stephanie? Stephanie, I have a completely stupid work question, but I want to see. I want to see how you react to that work question, If you be like, what the hell are you bothering me for with this shit? If you do that, or you be like, hey, hey. Anyway, all right, we got the Karima part 2, which is, does he find me cute at all? Let's see. I mean, they're in there. If they're in there more than once, I would say that would be positive, but that's just it. Bobi, I appreciate your donation over the PayPal side. Thank you so much. Let's see if they find us cute. The 2 of Cups says yes, obviously. Got a little bit of the love balloon action with that 2 of Cups. You can't really go wrong with the 2 of Cups being the first card. Like I say on all my books, the first card sets the mood. It's like the opening scene of the movie. It sets the mood. It sets kind of this framework of how things are going to be. And that 2 of Cups just says, yeah, I like this connection. And that isolation of this connection as well is nice, right? We're kind of isolated. We're kind of alone a little bit. And it's sort of, you lead me where you want us to go with this. I think that's kind of interesting. So in other words, do they find me cute at all? Yeah, you lead me where you want to go with this. If you want to do something different, you want to do something exciting, if you want to do something wild and crazy, sort of bring it up, lead in that direction. Overall, that 8 of Pentacles says we're working together to to make this good, working together to make this great. You have all these beautiful love cards over here, and you do have some nice things happening there, and I like it. So that would be a yes. I find you cute. Already got the love balloons. We'll add an additional thing up in there and all of that. We got tarot reader is next. And again, ML, you will be over here right there. ML, you will be right there. All right, tarot reader is this. What does P think of me? Don P, DP, I don't know. Let's see what DP thinks. Let's see if DP is willing to do something interesting, to say the least. Let's use a little happy-go-lucky deck with the Kitten Chops deck over here. The wonderful tarot deck that everybody loves and you have to have in your life. But yeah, we'll see what's going on with that. Don P, Ace of Swords, talk to me. Oh, Jesus, you got a couple of aces over here. I mean, they're really feeling the situation out. They're really kind of feeling the situation out. This is interesting. Like this person, they're kind of interesting. Huh? Let's see where this goes. Where is this going to take me? What kind of things do we got going on here? They're very sort of, I'm going to start it and see where it goes, right? I'm sort of going to start the car, put it in drive, and see where it takes me with that. The Chariot. I want some movement here, but I'm not really sure how to guide this or what to do with it or kind of how to take this seriously, if this is going to be something to take seriously. You got a couple of aces in here as well. Kind of, you know, where is this going to go? Let's get it started and then check it out from that point. So I think that they're kind of interested. They're kind of looking at this, but they definitely don't know the destination. They just want to start the car and see where it's going to take both of you, right? So there you go. A little bit of that mixture of feelings going through there. We got Amanda is next. Any love interests for, Jeremy is out of there. Jeremy has gotten rejected, a hard reject on the Jeremy front. So it looks like Jeremy's out. Let's see if somebody else is gonna be in over there with Amanda. Hopefully we got somebody going on. October's a long month, you know. October's got 31 days, and we got a Friday the 13th in October, by the way. That is gonna be a good one. That is gonna be interesting indeed, especially in October. Friday the 13th belongs in October, and this year you get it where you need it. All right, any love interest for October? Ace of Cups says yes. Ace of Cups says yes. You know, it's a little bit too much. Somebody comes in a little strong. They come in a little hot. They come in a little bit too strong. Man, it really feels like if they didn't go that extra mile, if they didn't push things the way that they're pushing it, you'd have been a lot better off, to be honest with you. A lot better off. Ace of Cups says, yeah, coming in a little bit hot and, yeah, a little bit defensive against it because it's like, what's going on? Because it really feels like there's something happening here that you don't understand or not being explained here, not being mapped out the way it should be mapped out over here. So just be aware, you got one coming in a little hot. Could be a little bit too much for you. Just, you know, kind of have them settle down, right? Like you do a dog. Be like, all right, Fido, settle down, calm down a little bit. But yeah, they're coming in pretty hot. Coming in pretty hot. Ace of Cups right in there. Is there going to be a love connection of the decade? You know, I really don't think so. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like just, whoa, that's a love connection of the best one I've ever had in my life. I'm sorry, I don't think so. But they're coming in hot. It's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of, you know, you need a variety when it comes to dating. You just need a variety. Like if you got the same thing over and over and over, you'd be like, oh my God. All right, let's see. We got the Violet Soul Tarot in here for Maria. And speaking of M's, we got ML. You are next. You are next. I did not add that feature in there because I forgot about it. But, you know, next time you will see it where I can jam a PayPal reading right smack in there. We'll see how it's going with that. General, starting up my business, getting the business going, getting the customers, right? Where they're willing to pay, they're willing to make things happen over there. Page one, you may want to wait. Oh man, you know, I didn't expect to see that. I didn't really expect to see that. You may want to wait. Why do you want to wait? It's almost like that you're giving in to temptation here. You're giving into a little bit of, it looks really good, but then you're like, that's not really good at all. That's not really good at all. What does that mean in business? Right? It means maybe your business sounds good, looks good. It seems perfectly, logical that this is going to be something that can be substantive, but it just never really goes the direction you want it to go. Could be your customer base isn't there. You're not connecting with your customer base. The business idea is not really sound. In other words, it'd be great if we could pull it off, but the reality is you can't pull it off. There's just too much temptation here to sort of getting this business going, right? Because a lot of times too, how good is your business acumen, right? Even if you're good at something, you have to be good at business as well, in addition to that something. Otherwise, you just sort of crater the whole situation. So it just feels like temptation's out there. Don't give in to it. Make sure that you very much have a strong business plan. You have everything on there, right? You have everything going with that. ML is next. Well, Stephanie, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Is D thinking love? Ooh, is D wanting to do?
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody loves the D. Everybody loves connecting with the D, right? I think that's going to be it. I think that's what's happening over there. Is D thinking about making the mad love to me, making things happen over here the way that they need to happen? Oh, the Emperor, not the Two of Cups. Ooh, hang on, man. I think so. I think it's legitimate. We're going to go with a thumbs up over here. We got 20 thumbs up with this. The Two of Cups being the end state here. It says this is something that they could be focused on indeed. And you have the Emperor making that first move, making that opportunity open, making things happen, right? The Death card says we're ready for an alteration. We're ready for a little bit of an alteration here. Ready for the next steps. Like, do something. Do something with this, make this happen. So some alteration needs to happen here. And the alteration is going to be in the love category. It is going to be leaning in that direction, that 9 of air. So they've been thinking a little bit more about it than you're kind of expecting them with that. Overall, the Emperor making the move into the Two of Cups, getting the love connection, getting everything happening the way that it needs to is going to be on target. So that is a thumbs up. Beautiful love connection, beautiful cards, absolutely net, absolutely in the mode indeed. We got Cole's Eye. I have not forgot about you as well. Let's get one more karima, and then we will do the Cole's Eye readings tonight. It has been a minute since we have done the Poe. I mean, we did it for Sarah. We had such good luck with Sarah. I mean, that was just crystal clean. That was just crystal clean, and I like it. By the way, I did watch the Naked Dating show, and I could not stand it. I could not stand it. So HBO Max apparently re-released a show that was on TV before where everybody is naked, and you got to date somebody based upon what you see down under kind of thing, right? And I couldn't get past it. Like, every dude that they showed had something hanging down to the floor. And I'm like, is this normal? Like, this one guy, he could have used it as a kickstand, right? You just get off your motorcycle, just flop that thing over. It got it as a kickstand. I couldn't watch it. I was like, is this normal? Because I'm really feeling inadequate over here. So, I mean, like, if any woman watches this and dates me, I'm done. I'm screwed. So I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it, man. This It's just not possible. I just couldn't do it. Anyway, is that a new thing? I mean, I haven't looked at other dudes since like high school football in the showers, but other than that, I haven't been exposed to it. So if that's common now, maybe that is, then I don't know. I couldn't make it through the first season. It's just not something I could make it to the end. Anyway, all right. Well, let's see what's going on here. We'll go with what happened between us in the next 2 months. We got this, a little bit of a 5 of Cups with a King of Wands. I think they're going to have a decision that you don't like. They're going to have a decision that you're not on board with, that you don't like, that you're not fully prepared for, right? The Hermit. I have this idea. The idea is not floating through. The idea is not working. And it's just like they tell you, and it's like, ouch. This is a terrible idea. I really don't think you should do that. I do think they are a little bit insistent upon that. It's almost like that they disregard what you want and for a variety of different things. I would say 2 decisions, it's like they completely disregard what you want. I think it really ticks you off, right? It really does that. And this is part of that stage where you're talking about the practice mode, the practice sessions, right? We want to see how we're going to be together. We want to see how things are going to be in that way. And it just feels like that some of that really ticks you off. Like some of the decisions are way off base as far as that goes. All right, let's see what else. When was love feelings from me start getting more intense? Well, you did say there's like staring into your eyes more and somewhat, right? Black Swan, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see how that is happening over there. The Judgment. Ooh, that's interesting. Love feelings start getting more intense. You remember we keep talking about just kind of this starting over, innovating something, moving in a different direction, starting over from scratch. Like what we're doing ain't working. Let's start over. Let's make this like we just met kind of thing, right? You have that sun getting out into the open, getting things out. We're telling more people. We're getting things sort of going with that. And it feels like once the acceptance is there, once they have that approval from other people, that reboot, that reincarnation, that new beginning, it feels like it's really sort of envelops them and makes them excited, places to go. And it feels like some of the emotions get involved more than they have before, because a lot of times they're just not in that emotional realm, right? They need that 10 of Pentacles where we are together. We are on the same page with stuff. And I think that's really when they're like, boom, wow, this is really the opportunity. This is really where I can get involved with this and get rocking and rolling on that. But yeah, there you go. All right, we got Silent Victory is going to be after Kolzaya. Kolzaya has a couple of questions over there. And been a minute. Good to see you. How you been doing? Let's see. KN wanna know. Current feelings of the Sagittarius. Is the Sagittarius going to be all right with me, or are they not? Let's get the Monsoon Tarot out there. It had such good reception. Is what I'm saying. We'll see what's going on with it, Certain feelings of Sagittarius to me. 3 of Earth with the Moon. They got some plans. It's almost like they want to surprise you with something. They want to connect with you somehow. They want to get some stuff going with you here in the next couple of months. I think that's really it. It's almost like within, I would say, before October 19th, they sort of reveal something. They got some ideas. They got some innovation. They got some interesting things that they want to do. That Lovers is very interesting, like really enveloped with it, really excited about something, really sort of on the same page here about where we can go, what we can do, really need to get some things moving here. And the 3 of Earth, maybe a surprise, maybe an announcement, maybe an offering that they're just kind of sort of moving through and they're getting going. Overall, I mean, you got some great cards here. I think that you do have some very good things happening here. And if you're willing to pursue it, you're willing to put up with them, then hey, that's something going to be all right with that. All right, how does my future at work S looks like? Let's see how the future looks. 2 of Fire, 10 of Fire, a lot of fire with this air as well. in the video I did of elemental dignities, that air flushes into that fire and just makes it go wild. It makes it into this big bonfire with that. I think the future has some expansion. The future has a lot of activities. It has a lot of expectations, a lot of energy being enveloped here. That 10 of fire over there, it's almost like it's almost too much going on, too much energy being exuded from this. But the 2 of fire just says that's okay because it leads us in a direction I'd like to go, quite frankly. You know, we have a lot of this energy, a lot of this excess energy. How can we use it? How can we use it to our advantage? That's going to be the big thing over here, especially after the 5 of air, through some detrimental times, through some challenging times over there. We just kind of have to sort of figure out where that's going to take us. But yeah, looking pretty decent. With that, indeed. All right, what do we got going on? Next silent victory is next. Let's make the silent victory over here with a little bit of will I get a divorce? Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, you ghost them enough. You ghost them enough, I guess a divorce is quite possible indeed. What's a good divorce deck? What's a good divorce deck over here? I mean, we got a little bit over there. I don't know. I guess with just the complexity of a divorce, I guess we could use a little bit of this one, you know, Tarot Avatar. I don't know. Is there a formal divorce? You know, I don't really know. I don't really know. Oh, that's funny because it has Maruta's name in it. It shows Maruta's thing. That's why I usually delete that, but I got lazy today. All right, let's see what's going on over there. Will Jaye get a divorce? The Empress, the 8 of Cups, that looks like a yes to me. That looks like straight into the gutter we go, you know? The Empress, oh, things are nice. We got a nice family going on. We've built things great. We've had this, but the tears start flowing. The tears start flowing through. Like, this ain't working. This ain't working as well. I'm having dreams. I'm concerned. I'm having worries. And screw this, I'm out of here. You know, a little bit of that 8 of Cups action. Screw that. I'm going. I am out of here. So I'm going to say yes. It looks like that Jaye is, Jay's not going to be very good there. Lani, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. What is going on, Lani? This beautiful, fine Wednesday night. It is hump day. I do got chemo tomorrow. So Friday, I'm not going to stream. And Thursday, I'm not going to stream. So Thursday, Friday, I'm laid out from chemo. So just be aware of that no Thursday or Friday streams. So I'm sorry. So, you know, I'm sorry. I'd love to do it, but I just can't do it. The Loner is next. We'll stick with the Tarot Avatar. Man, that gave us a good reading. That gave us a good reading right there. The Loner, how many people are ahead of me? 0. It would be 0 people are ahead of you because The Loner, that is your name right there. And you'll notice you vanished from the to-do list like magic. It's like a magic trick, but not. All right. Will AJ or MJ make a move at the wedding? Yes, it looks like that. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's willing to make a move. Somebody needs to be making a move over there, right? Somebody's making kind of a move. Ace of Swords. I need some new communication. I need some open doors here. I need to see where this is going to kind of take me, where things are going to be going. And that Ace of Swords says I need to get things going. I need to get things happening here, right? But which one's going to make a move? I think MJ is going to be making the move. You literally see MJ making the move over here. So MJ is over here. AJ is over there. AJ's kind of a Queen of Pentacles. They're like kind of settled down. They're a little bit not, I mean, you know, they're kind of a little bit lazy. I mean, you know, no offense to AJ. But MJ is just sweeping you off the feet right there. MJ is like, yes, let's make it happen. Let's go in the back room. Let's go in the back room and make our own wedding.
Music to make love to.
Let's go in the back room and let's make our own wedding. Yeah. We'll make... Yeah. All right. Let's see. So that is... Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never make a move based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But yeah, there's that. Karima, phase something. I don't know what phase we're on, but it's an awesome phase. We'll go back to the. Can we use that? We haven't used. We haven't used it all tonight. We haven't used for Karima, phase something. We haven't used the beautiful waterfall tarot. They're both a waterfall tarot. They both they look like, so I don't care. They're both rich. All right. I get it was good to be rich. I mean, hey, it's good. You just make a move on whoever if you're rich. You'd be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch. I'm going to make a move on V Loner because V Loner has been too long of a loner and they are ready to make some moves. All right. Let's see. What are his love feelings for me? Does he feel like he's still in love with, still thinking it's their future? What way is he thinking right now? All right. Well, let's look at this. What are his love feelings for me? The 3, celebration, bringing in the good times. It really feels like that you not only bring in some of the good times, but it's one of those things where they want those good times. Again, you give them that level of escapism. You give them that level of confidence. It's almost like that you're their biggest cheerleader. You're the person that's there that makes them able to do anything that they want. That's going to be by their side. That's going to be making things happen, and they love that. They absolutely adore that, and they greatly appreciate sort of how that sort of goes through. And that 2 of Swords as well. We're separated. I don't like that. The love feelings are getting separated too. That's the first time that we've seen this, though, Karima. Look at that. The love feelings are separated. We got 2 different worlds with this too, right? But they're sort of concerned that the distance is making our love feelings not be where they need to be. It's putting a bit of a stifling aspect on the love feelings, and they really would like that to go away. And again, that's sort of where the practice mode comes in, spending more time, staying the night, sort of doing these kind of things as well, because they want to sort of involve feelings, get feelings sort of in that motivation, in that celebration stage, because they know if they don't, things just sort of go downhill. I think they've seen some of that as well, where things go downhill, not as rapidly as you would expect, but they do go downhill at least a little bit with that. Does he feel he's still in love, or is he thinking of a serious future with me? In what way is he thinking about the serious future right now? Well, let's see. We're getting into the practice phase. Queen of Wands celebrates you as an individual over here. Ooh, that Ace of Cups with the 4 of Cups. That's interesting. Serious future. The Queen of Wands in this too. In this too. This is interesting. How do you feel about that? A serious future opens up this big Pandora's box of what exactly is going to happen with this. Where exactly is this going to be going? And this sort of comes back to, I need to coordinate things with you, right? I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do that. I need to coordinate that with the Queen of Wands because we're in control. We have the ability to do these things, but we need to get it mapped out. We need to get it scoped out, and we need to kind of understand where things are going to be able to bring us in here. That Ace of Cups as well really, really talks about just getting these emotions flowing and getting things on target between both of us and at least in sync. Because the 4 of Cups says we don't want one person being upset, one person being a sort of off target. And I think, remember we talked about that they have these ideas, they're going to spew them out. You're going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you? I think that is one of the factors that comes through here, right? One of the factors that comes through here. Okay, you don't like that. Where do you want to go? Because a lot of times we could have that communication where we lay things out and he throws a stupid idea out, and how we kind of respond to that, be like, I like this part, but I don't like that part, as opposed to screw that, what the hell are you thinking? You got to sort of, figure out how you're going to approach those when they come about. So just be aware of that. Anyway, all right, we got a little bit going on there. Bobi, you are after the next karima read. So as the green goes away, Bobi gets in that queue with that big manifestation is what I'm talking about. Bobi's all excited. Stephanie, our new regular customer in here. Stephanie, you're here so often, I may have to add you to the intro. I might have to add you to the intro. Let's look at this over here. Stephanie, we got the deck of the year right here. It is the Little Buddha Tarot. The Little Buddha Tarot. We got the Little Hermit Tarot. We need to do the 4K flip through so we get that on the table. Man, I've been really, I've been too interested in painting. It's got me distracted lately, but I am kind of having fun with paint. You know, painting gives me this incentive, this excitement that I normally don't have. So I'm really, sort of in that mode. I really love it, but I do need to prioritize my time a little bit better. Anyway, how does he feel about my response? I don't know. Page of Wands. You didn't really think much about it, Stephanie. Did you really put much thought into that? Did you put much thought into that, Stephanie? That's the first reaction. How'd you feel about my response? A Page of Wands. Hey, I threw something out there. I was just like, good luck. And he was like, well, I'm a little bit defensive about this shit. I'm a little bit defensive over here. It feels like you didn't really think about this. You didn't really come up with this big response. You didn't really come up with a lot of things over here. I really wanted something a little bit better. Really did, right? The Six of Cups. Let's connect our, I'm going to be like, maybe not. Maybe not. So, that's just the way it goes. That's the way it goes. So, yeah, a little bit like that. So, I think they're going to be a little doing more of that, right? So you got to fish, you know what I'm saying? You can't just throw a grenade in the pond, let it explode and collect your fish. That's a little bit too obvious, Stephanie. You got to fish. You got to get the line. You got to put a little worm on the hook. You got to throw it in, and you got to kind of see, what's biting. Is it biting or is it not biting? Maybe a little bit with that. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of interesting indeed. Anyway, it looks like Crafty Lady's trying to offload the elf role. Crafty Lady, you will never offload the elf role. You are intimately connected to that for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm just saying. Crafty Lady, if you want a Christmas painting, you let me know. All right, Crafty Lady, let me show you. If you want a Christmas painting, Crafty Lady, I will make you a Christmas painting too. Because Crafty Lady has to drive like a hell of a long way to meet me. So if you're going to drive a hell of a long, because I can't ship those damn paintings. So you're going to have to drive a hell of a long way. So let's say if you want one, I could make you one. Because I mean, these things are not too bad to make. It's only a couple of hours. Of course, it's going to be the last paint. It's going to be the last one, isn't it? Really? It's seriously going to be the last one? You have to be kidding me. You legitimately have to be kidding me at this point. I don't know. Dead air is never a good thing. But, yeah. Well, here's one. I guess that could be a Christmas one. But that's not the one I was looking for. The one I'm looking for apparently is going to be at the very back. And, yeah, that one. So that's one. And that's one. So, you got a few to choose from. Hit me up on IG over there. So, Lani, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, we have sort of the car one. Takes me actually a long time. Hang on. Let me get Lonnie's donation up here. I gotta stare at the camera. All right. So the car one is kind of cute. That's kind of a nice little Christmassy painting. Here's a cabin. So the cabin's a lot of fun too. Really like the cabin one. And then you have just kind of this one with the Christmassy with a house, and they're dragging a tree over here and stuff. Anyway, and then you have one that's similar to this one, but it's just a house with building a snowman and stuff. So I don't know. You let me know. I might make you one. Just Crafty Lady, you're the only person that lives near me. So, there it is. There it is. All right. Who is next? We got Black Swan is over here. Black Swan wants the Victorian romantic. Of course, you can have the Victorian romantic. It's all about the romance tonight. It's all about Bobi. We'll get your dancing. We'll get your dancing question next. Get your dancing question next. Yeah, but I mean, I like painting. Painting energizes me. It gets me excited, and those paintings are easy. They only take me a couple of hours, so I could do that. I could also do this one. Let's see, where's this one? I could also do this one. I don't know if you like this one or not. But I could also do that one. That one's pretty quick. That's only a couple of hours to do that one. So the Christmas painting, and those are a couple of hours. Some of the other ones I got to spend 3-4 days. I'm not going to do one of those for you, but anyway. All right, how's R and J doing these days? 5 of Swords with a 5 of Cups. Jesus. Let's convert this to a friendship, because this romance or something like that just ain't going through. This romance ain't working. We're having a lot of difficulties making this stuff work. So I think it's going downhill a little bit of a thumbs down happening over there, but this is the way it goes. The way it goes with that. By the way, we're turning off donations. Please don't donate, because I ain't going to be here for the next 2 days. Anyway, the 3 days. Yeah. A 5 and a 5. These are rough. Black Swan. These are rough over here. That 5 and that 5. It just feels like that we're isolated. We're not on the same page. We have an emotional separation. We're having emotional problems going through here. And let's just convert this to a casual connection with that. This 8 of Swords over here. We really can't do much about it. I mean, clearly we could do something. We're not willing to do any big movements. We're not willing to sort of do that, as far as it goes. But, it's the way it is. The way that it is indeed. All right. And we got Bobi is next. Bobi wants to know, will the big financial manifestation be coming through? Ooh, hopefully we can get big money. Maybe you're playing the stocks. Maybe you're doing something with that. But hey, if we can get it to roll, if we can get the ka-ching happening over here, is what I want in a timely manner. In fact, let's do a little bit of an Art of Adventure tarot to make this manifestation. Are we going to be all right? We're going to be all right. The cabin. Ooh, the cabin's a fun one. By the way, that is Johannes Floathouse is actually the one that made those, and that was his lesson. And in his lesson, I did the cabin, and mine looks dramatically different than his, but I like mine better. So, of course, I like mine better, but, Anyway, all right, big money. We're going to be able to make it happen. The Hermit says you're really isolated on this. You need more people. You need more people for this big money manifestation, right? We need more people to be on target with that. If that is an idea for a business or something like that, we need some people supporting us. We need some people coordinating this. We need some people on our side to make this happen. It's definitely not something we want to do alone. So the Hermit is don't be alone. And I think part of that manifestation as well, I think would be great, sort of great to sort of go in here, sort of where the manifestation is going to take me at the end of the day, right? Been working on the past 6 months. Are we really going to sort of get something going with this? I think you are, but you need support. You need a level of support. You need a level of sort of, culmination with other people to make these things happen over here. Overall, the 4 of Swords says what you're doing works, though. So keep the manifestation practices you're doing, how you're concentrating, what you're focusing on. It is working. Definitely sort of continue on, because you got that 4, right? That planning, that dream state, that relaxing kind of look is going to be on target for you. And I think that's going to be good. Temperance just says be balanced about that. Like, we're not just going to get everything at once. So if you do get a train going where you are getting in the train, you are getting things moving, ride the train through. Don't try to work anything in a hurry. Don't try to force anything through. Because the Ace of Cups says it's all about possible partnerships with others in order to get this on target, in order to get the train moving. But I think it is indeed, possible. obviously entertainment purposes only, but it seems that, working this manifestation, you have been focused, you have been consistent. I think you're going to get some results over there as far as it goes with that. All right, we got Karima, final phase. Let's make it happen over here. I guess we'll do a little bit of a Monsters Inc. Well, no, that's copyright. Let's not say that. We got a little bit of a Little Monsters over here with a Monza Tarot. It's what I'm talking about tonight. In what way is he viewing me? Let's see what kind of viewership we got going here. What things we got going on? Speaking of manifestations, if we can get this manifestation on target with this viewership, that would be fantastic. Nine of Swords. They see you as very concerned about something. I think they mentioned something. You're like, what? I think you're very concerned about something. They also think that you're overthinking some things. Like things should be simpler. Things should be on target. They shouldn't be all over the place. So you need to kind of just relax, let things go, let things be focused, and let things sort of be, the way that they need to be. The Magician says you have this level of confidence and competence in how you do things, but a lot of times you just need to sort of go with the flow, not overthinking things. You do overthink things sometimes, and that King of Cups, that makes them want to back off a little bit. It makes them not want to approach the thing sometimes, so that's how they are viewing you with that. All right. Let's see who is going to be next. We'll save the other Karima for later. Right now, let's get Anne on the board. What haven't we used? Well, let's see what's going on. We got a little bit of Bohemian Gothic Tarot. It is October in a minute. We got candy all over the store. Went to the grocery store. It was Halloween candy bonanza over there. I already packed up all of the tasty tarot with the candy, but I don't want to send candy overseas. So all I got left is overseas shipments. And I don't want to send candy overseas because I don't know if customs will stop it and return it. Better safe than sorry. Anyway, saw that G has a girlfriend. Now should I just try to pursue Jay or leave things be? I think you should pursue Jay. I think Jay's going to be all right. Two of Cups talks about that new connection, that exciting connection with the romance with that Knight of Cups, getting beautiful things happening. And the Six of Pentacles, right? That, you know what I'm saying? I think that's just one of the pursuit. The fact that you're pursuing, the fact that you're interested, it really gives this boost. It really makes things go really well, and it makes things move in that direction very well indeed, right? Momente More, just be careful. Just be careful with Jay. But I think the pursuit is going to be fantastic, and so this is the way it goes with that. Kristen, we're not taking any more donations tonight, Kristen. I got to get out of here. And any more donations will be read Saturday. So that's going to be a long time. Long wait, unfortunately, with that. Let's get Anne over here. Well, we got the beautiful Bohemian Gothic coming out through here. What is the future after the project should be working on the most in regards to the next creative venture? Well, we'll see. We'll see how things are going to be over here. The Lovers, the Ten of Cups. It's almost like that this takes care of itself. This takes care of itself. I really think you need to get emotionally involved, emotionally resonant with people around you, getting romantically involved, focusing on that, getting all of that exciting honeymoon period things going on over there, and just releasing responsibilities with the creative process. I think if you try to push the creative process, you are going to get stuck in a place that's not going to be conducive to creativity because it feels like you're a little burned out. You need to take that break, right? It's like when you finish a painting, you've been working on it for like 4 days, you know what I'm saying? You just switch to something else. That Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family with the Lovers. Focus on romance, focus on your emotions, focus on things that are going to make you laugh, they're going to make you cry, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be exhilarating for for you, because the Three of Swords says even if we're involved in a little bit of a heartache, that is just something that really gives us that mode and that creativity that you need, right? Because forcing creativity literally never works. It's literally at a dead end. KM, I thank you for your donation. Unfortunately, KM, I'm going to have to get your donation on the next stream. All right. Let's see, Jaye Mad. Hopefully you're not mad at me. I know it took a minute to get your reading on the table, but we are going to do it with After the Rainbow. Over the rainbow, indeed. Becca Boo, what is going on? What is going on with you? All right, let's see what's going on. Jaye Mad with that. KM, I got to get your other one as well. When I come back, what are C's feelings for me? Is he interested in me more than a friend? Ooh, some love balloons. Can we get some love balloons on that? Get some love balloons on that? I mean, it's a hard choice for this individual. It's a hard choice from this individual. They're in that place to where they wonder if they've been friend zoned. You got to give them some kind of a hint. You kind of give them some kind of a hint over here, right? They want to know if they've been friend zoned. They want to know if they've been dead ended over here. And that's something where if you give a hint, if you make kind of this first obvious hint, if you kind of got to, sort of get things out there, I think that they'll make that choice, because it's a difficult choice. They don't know where the boundaries are over here. Do I do this? Do I not? Right now, they're holding back a little bit of that Four of Pentacles. I'm holding back a little bit too much from this. But hey, if the opportunity arises, if I kind of get this hint, if the door is open, no pun intended, then I'm willing to fight for that. I'm willing to make these changes. I'm willing to do this. Overall, would they? I think that they would. I think once the door is open, they're willing to cross it. They're willing to go in there. They're willing to make things happen. I think they're going to be excited about doing it as well with that. But anyway, KM, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. We're going to get you on the next stream. With that, let's go with the final Karima read over here. And then we got Lani, and we're going to wrap it up for tonight. So, yeah. Basically, yeah. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that, about ending at a certain time or whatever. I just can't, so in case you didn't know, the cancer has spread into my lungs and stuff. So, and it also makes it like difficult to breathe sometimes. Anyway, so I can only like do this for a certain amount of time before I'm just like done. Anyway, and I don't really want to push it and end up being in a problematic situation, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. So they are going to get a biopsy and do either radiation, or they're going to do surgery or something. So we got to see the biopsy about how they can treat it or what have you. But anyway, all right, what action will they take next with this? What action are we going to take next? The Ten of Swords. I really think they're giving up. It's almost like that they need some hints. They need some things to happen. They need some things to sort of go forth and go forward here. And in order to get that, they're just going to need you to sort of make some difficult decisions over here, right? I think that's one of the things. It's like I'm sitting back, and then I want to see where this is going to take me. The Empress, it's really under your control. You have command. You have the ability to make things happen, to go forth and make things go. And Nine of Cups talks about it's very emotional resonant for you. Once it's out there, once it's here, once they can understand that, then they're going to make some better choices and stuff like that. But right now, I really think there's not a lot of actions immediately. We're sitting back, we're evaluating the situation, and then we're going to kind of see where it is going to take us with that. Gemini invited me to a family birthday weekend. I did say that they need to be taking you on these trips, Lani, so very nice. Look at that. Look at that, Lani. I'm talking about, this is beautiful over there. All right, let's read Lani. Family bday And good idea to go. All right, let's see what's going on with that. We'll see where that is going to be. Hopefully they can remove it. I don't know. Do you dig into the lung or something? In order to take the biopsy, they got to take me completely under. They got to take me completely under. So I have no idea where that is going to be or what is going to happen with all of that mess. All right, but let's take a look at this. We'll see what's going on. All right, so we get a birthday over there.
Happy birthday!
Got a family birthday celebration over here. Knight of Swords with the Five of Swords. I think it's a good idea to go, but let's take a deep dive into this and kind of want to see where this is going to be at, right? Things haven't been great. Well, yeah, I did mention an important date. I remember that. Is it a good idea to go? Knight of Swords says yes. Six of Coins says yes. The Judgment says yes. The Tower says maybe. You know, I really think that you're on a downward spiral with this individual, and it's going to be difficult to recover it. Will the birthday trip illuminate some things? Will it be that magic moment that's really going to fix things, repair everything? Is it going to be this excitable, beautiful kind of opportunity? I don't really think so. Do I think you should go? Yeah. Knight of Swords talks about that movement, talks about the reacting to it, saying, yes, let's go, let's do things. It's almost like on the trip, they start causing problems, or it's like some drama comes up that you really don't want to deal with. Maybe they say something mean. Maybe they have something that's out there that you're just like, Jesus, why are you even talking about this? The Judgment is interesting as well. I think you see a side of them you haven't seen before. I do think there's some things that they kind of want to tell you that they haven't been very vocal about, and you're just going to have to kind of, see where that takes you and whatnot. Overall, the Six of Coins, be prepared to do a little more than you expect in the birthday trip. Like you have a bigger role than you would have otherwise thought that you had. It's almost like that you get assigned something or you take a side trip. And we're going to go way out on a limb here. I'm going to say that it's almost like one of the family members grabs you and pulls you aside to tell you something or to isolate you, or, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Lani, this is way out on a limb, but I'm going to put it out there. It's like somebody grabs you and pulls you aside to have a girls' night out or to have this. It's really awkward. And I'm going to say it now. It's really awkward, but I mean, take it in stride, go for it, have fun with it. Do I think that you should go? Yes, I think that you should go. I think there's enough interesting things. Think there's enough kind of, sort of this expansion, movement, sort of interesting combo that happens in here that you should go. I highly recommend that you should go on this indeed. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me know, of course, let me know how it goes. I appreciate your donation. Appreciate you. KM, sorry about that. I greatly appreciate you as well. I will get you in the next stream. KM, thank you again for your donations. Greatly appreciate everybody's donations. Hope you had a fine hump day, and we will see you next time.